All right. What? Just setting a little bit of stuff up a sec. Alright. Close out of that. That's fine. Alright. Hello and welcome. It's more of this again. This time my internet actually works. So I'm going to be able to actually get a new record this time. Easy. It's going to be easy. Watch. Easy record. Assuming the run doesn't die at some point, or I screw up like royally on something. This should be easy though. Oh. That was really bad. That was breaking late. But even for how awkward that was, it still might have been faster than just going through the whole dang loop. I've flipped over. That was also not good. But I don't know if it would actually lose any time, because it doesn't matter how fast you go during the text scrolls, as long as you're like going fast when it stops. I haven't played this in a hot minute, so I'm a little bit rusty. I'm sure I'll warm up after 1 or 2 runs. Kind of tricky to make sure Sonic's facing the right way sometimes there. Pretty good. I jumped too early there. Just trigger happy. If all goes well, there's not going to be a lot of variance up until Robot. Jump too late. Nope. Hello and welcome. I've started doing that approach on Robot now. Or on Drill. Okay. This cycle is fast enough that I'm just gonna hit it if I miss it. I usually don't, but... Okay, it didn't kill me there. There's a chance that you just, like, lose all your momentum right there, and then you'll die. Actually, this is really bad because it's thrown off, like, my usual cycles completely. But, whatever. I'm just gonna roll with this for now. I'm still warming up. I don't care if the first run sucks. I'm impressed that I got none of those rings back. That was alright. I just have to remember to do the strat here, and I'll save an entire minute. It's gonna be easy. Easy. That early hull hit I found since the last time I did speedruns. It's perfectly consistent and it saves a ton of time. You need to pay attention to where I need to hit it here. It's on the left. Now, I have to do the door strat now, which makes this a little bit less consistent to do because I can miss these. I got them both really nicely, so that's really good. Get that nice drive-by on the second hit there. And like this boss can take like 5 or 6 minutes casually, even if you're not dying. And I just, you know, just do it in 2 minutes now. Easy. That's okay. I feel like this landing position for this core is actually biased towards the left for whatever reason. Under 2 minutes. I practiced that a little bit too. Okay, grab rings here. Grabbing rings there is a little bit faster than doing it later. And you do want to have some rings before you go over the blobs. The jumping blobs here, because it is random whether or not you can get hit. And if you just die there, you lose a ton of time. I didn't want to do another jump there. Awkward. Hell being in gold is actually a little bit surprising. I just like missed the audio cue there that I normally use, so this fight's just bad. I actually lost less time than I expected. I guess PB fight wasn't good either. Ah, damn. I barely fell off again there. Ah, alright. Positioning was kind of awkward, so I'm just going to go for the spring. Oh, you! I hate you. I don't know how this thing moves around. Like when you take the spring there, it doesn't really make any sense to me. It's fine. This fight went fine. I got an early hit, but I missed the last cycle, so it balances out a little bit. Although I think that's still slower overall. I'm still warming up.
Join me, and I will make your face the greatest in Robotnik land, or else you will die.
I think these last splits here went really badly in my record, so... Okay, that's too slow, so I'm not getting good cycle. I just was too close there. Shoutouts to that ring for being in a nice spot. I'm not going to go for that wave because it's going to hit me. Okay. This is not great either, unfortunately. Yeah, no early hit either. It's funny that I'm still ahead, even for how, like, terrible this run is, just because of how much time that strat on robot saves.
Sonic's finally dead. Wait, he's dead?
Yeah, I still don't have any drop network frames, literally at all. I don't know what the hell was wrong with my internet before, but it's clearly resolved itself and clearly wasn't on my end as such. Okay, yeah. So sometimes Super Eggman does that. I sort of figured out what the deal with that is recently. If he doesn't stop charging his lasers or being able to fire them when he's coming back on screen, so if it takes him longer than 3 seconds, you just lose if you're in front of him and he's going to laser your face. Which is really cool of him. So you should never be in front of Super Eggman when he's, like, coming back as such. Okay, that starts higher than I expected. I forgot what phase I'm in. It's really not intuitive at all that he can just do that. So I kind of just forget a lot of the time. And he only does it in the last phase there. So there's just this whole section on the bottom of the screen that you can't go to. Pretty slow. He can't actually hurt you after you've gone past the barriers there. It disables his hurt box completely in some phases. Nope. First jump was too early for a barrier skip. I have a new audio cue here. I still messed it up, which is pretty impressive. This run is still a world record, even though it was the worst. Just because of how good it is to get new strats in this game. I'm definitely doing a few more. I'm not going to sit through the credits on this one because I don't expect that this is the record that I'm going to sit on if I, you know, start doing runs that are even like halfway decent. It was an alright warm-up though. Let's start again and see if live split works or not. It does. That's nice of it. I think maybe the heat is getting to me a little bit too. It's like, even with air conditioning, this room is pretty warm. And it's getting real hot outside. I still have a fan going in the background, which I'm sure makes the stream audio a little bit worse, but it makes me so much more comfortable sitting here, so I don't care. Yeah, whatever. If you're going too slow on the motorbike up that thing there, it's possible for this cutscene to like screw up and Sonic like just doesn't get enough height off of the bike to jump onto the ledge and you just die and have to do it again. It's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure that's what happens anyway. It only happened to me like once. Okay. I think turning around there, I was like moving a bit too much to initiate the spin dash as soon as I was expecting. Because this game's very particular about whether or not it's going to let you spin dash. And if you're moving too much, you have to wait like a full half second after you start crouching before it will let you spin dash. And so even just like the little action of turning around there gives me enough momentum for it to matter. part of the reason that this game's really particular about when you can spin dash is that it doesn't like make any distinction about your angle. So like, if it wasn't for the fact that you had to like be not moving for such a long period of time, you'd be able to just like spin dash up walls. And in fact, the gravity when you're underwater is low enough that you can do this, but there's nowhere where it's useful. It's also why in the physics code there's a specific caveat for whether or not you're fighting robot for letting you like spin dash a little bit more easily for hitting the hull like normally off the laser. Anyway, that was really close to getting hit too early, which would have been terrible. Also, it doesn't matter how quickly you hit the drones there, because the next island comes up at the same time anyway. Good jump. That was cool. Nice. Okay, a little bit awkward, but... I can tell that I'm more warmed up now. Now I just have to focus here. 1, 2... It's hardest to stop there because of how the ground is sloped downward. Meanwhile, if you wait another cycle, it slopes upwards, so it becomes really easy to stop properly. Oh. I'm bad at menuing. This game has like 3 instances of menuing and I'm still bad at it. Oops, I didn't want to jump there. Whatever. I don't have any rings, so I have to be careful. It was a little bit slow on getting the limb hit there, but it's fine. A little bit late on slowing down there too, but it's turns out fine. Okay, that's fine. It's good. This is not going to be good. Really bad. Whatever. Oops. Yeah, I didn't get the jump there that I wanted to. It's fine though. Just slows down a little bit. Slow on that jump for some reason out of the pipe. That's terrible. I've never seen that. Where trying to jump across the lava there screws up in such a way where you just jump down and die instead. Okay, I still didn't get it there. I wonder whether or not that's because I have been doing only 3 notches there instead of 4 after getting rings earlier. So that sucks. I didn't know that was a thing that could even happen there. I thought, like, as long as you got past the blobs with speed, you were, like, good to go. And that fight was perfect. Kind of awkward there. It's fine. I never noticed I had a gold split on water. Ah, fell off. That was awkward, because I was above it when the flashbang phase started. It was... Stop fucking moving! Ah, man. Why did it start coming at me so much earlier? All right. This isn't recoverable now. I'm gonna restart this one. I had 2 different deaths that I've never had before, which was really fun and cool. God damn. This game's a trip sometimes. It's irritating because it wasn't a bad run otherwise. I mean, like aside from the 2 deaths, I mean, like it was a little bit slow on drill and lost, but like doll went perfectly. There was some other random gold split. It was water. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, this text scroll is position based when it comes up, so I should just boost straight to the right. I think that was good. Awkward stop there. Perfectly fine though. Pretty good. Only 2 frames slower than my best segment on that split. I have no idea whether or not it's faster in this game to jump off of that loop like that. But like, you do that in a lot of other Sonic games. The other person who submitted like an 80% for this would always do a jump there. Because they like speedrun some other Sonic games, and that's just what you do in loops usually. Oh, I missed that kind of awkwardly. Good bubble, thank you. That's what I wanted. Okay. This run also that's where it's like most likely for runs to die, I think, is because getting that stop and spin dash is actually really hard. Hey, that climb was a gold. I didn't notice that either. I am going to reset that because that's like too much of a time loss. That's an expected way for a run to end. Like, I'm anticipating that runs die, like, there on that third drill hit, or on the last two limb hits of Robot, if I miss one of them. Definitely if I miss both of them. Or, like... I mean, the rest of the bosses can go badly, but not terribly. I could, like, die in Ultimate, but that's actually pretty uncommon. But... Drill and Robot are like the run killers that I expect. That other run where I died in hell and to Chopper in ways I never have before was dumb. But like, this is fine. This is just how this game is. That was pretty bad terrain leading up to the skip there. This isn't great either. I'm just like off the ground a lot of the time. Okay, this is fine. Nope. You want to get terrain generation that like doesn't vary too much, because you want to keep your tires on the ground as much as possible, because it gives you acceleration. Perfectly fine start. I keep getting times on cabin that are 2 frames slow for some reason. It's happened twice in a row. How often does Sonic blink when he's running? I mean, with the 2D sprites, it never shows him doing it. I don't think. It's like, you have to blink at some point. Your eyes would get so dry and, like, you know, like full of bugs, like a freaking car windshield. That was a really terrible reaction to Tails coming down on the plane there. For, like, no reason. Too distracted thinking about how many bugs, like, get in Sonic's eyes. You think he wears, like, contact lenses? It'd be a contact lens, because he just has the one huge eye, actually. I really hate this. I'm gonna stop thinking about this now. Okay, I jumped too early getting up the wall here. I didn't jump early enough getting up this way. This is terrible. Why is this bad? Good lord. Whatever, curse split. Everyone has run. Every run has one. Good. Shit. That was really bad. Well, whatever. Yeah, I wanted some extra rings. Three rings there is very uncommon. It's usually 2. This could kill the run again. Ah, shit! Not because I screwed up on the spin dash, but because the game just screwed me over on the, staying on the actual core body. Sometimes, depending on, you know, the specific position that you hit it, it doesn't let you stay on. I feel like there, my feet just stuck to it and I never left. But it can happen sometimes where, you know, you just don't stick to it at all. You can't really control that. Okay, I didn't fall off the wall there and onto the other wall, which has never happened. So that wasn't a good split either. Wait, what do you mean I got ahead on drill? Oh wait, no, my PB is different now. It was that bad one. I forgot. My PB is a bad run now. It just has new strats, but it's bad run. I have to switch sides here. Slow laser hit there. Just didn't get the timing for the slowdown good. Hello? Why did you do that? Why did you get hit as soon as the first door came out? What the hell was that? Like, since when do you do that? This is how much slower this becomes if you don't get all of the limbs early. Now I have to, like, it does another phase of shooting stuff at you, and then you gotta, like, slow down to get the limbs, and it's gonna do another attack phase. Anyway, this run also dies, I guess, because the game did something that it doesn't ever do. I'm kind of curious as to just how bad this split is now, so I'll still finish it. But I'm not finishing this run. Yeah, that's nutty. Even, like, with missing both of those limb hits, it's still, like, 15 plus seconds faster just to, like, get the early hull hit. Just how much time it saves. Anyway, this game's trolling me right now. So I'm not, like, super into. But I'm gonna go again. I would love, like, just any half-decent run with the new strats. Now the game's like, have 3 different terrible things happen to you that have never happened before. I mean, why not? I have no idea why the robot, like, immediately took damage from the first door. Normally you wait until it goes through all 3. Like, what happened? I don't know. Kind of a weird skip there. That was really good, except for that weird rolling stop at the end of the last room there. Stopping the spin dash in this game is very difficult and annoying. That was awkward. I stopped holding down too early, so my last space input did a jump instead. Excuse me. Thanks, Bubble. I guess the cycles are such that if you slow down, like, on getting in really at all, there's always going to be a bubble in the way. At least this wasn't cursed. That was a slow spin dash for some reason. Good. This is the hard one. Please tell me that worked. It didn't! Why? It didn't let me stick to it, but I thought I was close enough. I don't know why it's doing this to me. I like how I screwed up one of the instant hits on drills. Well, I didn't screw it up. The game screwed me over with the physics. But, like, getting that whole extra cycle, and this run is still, like, significantly ahead because of how bad my current PB is. Okay, I didn't get to keep any rings, so I have to be careful. Okay, we're fine. If it's bouncing a lot there, a saw blade will get in your way of reaching that limb and you'll just die. That was scary. Okay, don't do anything weird this time. Thank you. That's fine. This is pretty bad. The placement on this, I mean. The fight went fine. Like, nothing went wrong. I took a couple of things a little slow, but it went fine. Good. I'm going to do the old strat here after that stupid death earlier. That just has me convinced this game's out to kill me, I guess. That bounce was kind of weird, but whatever. I'm just gonna get rings here. Okay. Ah! I don't have good practice on my movement after I get the jump across the lava. Hey, how's it going? I'm just doing this still. I'm gonna focus on this. Okay, it's fine. That was a good fight. That was only one swing cycle slow. This basically just means there was like a minor mistake. That was a bit risky. I thought I might have been too close to the wall. Yeah, you're not going to be able to boost me up the wall with that kind of movement. Come over here. Ah, I hate you so much. At least a slowdown on a hit on that cycle doesn't take very long. Oh, I jumped too early. It's a dumb time loss. What the? Ugh.
Join me, Sonic, and I will make your face the greatest in Robotnik Land, or else you will die.
You got it, Eggman. That was close. This will be close. Thanks for hitting me randomly, I guess. Are you gonna... Okay, hello. Okay, so that fight went fine. I got ideal cycle. I didn't get, like, early core hit, but whatever. The game also decided, actually, screw you on hitting me randomly there. Which it's only done one other time before. And it's just, you know, really cool of it to do in general. At least this run's actually, like, making it to the end and isn't, like, obscenely terrible. Drill was bad, and there were some... I guess there was the one big platforming mistake in zigzag because I haven't like practiced movement there very well yet. I just need to like not do another jump, I guess, because I want to just jump over the thing to like reach it, but because there's the half pipe right after it, I'm just gonna like, you know, go flying in some direction with momentum.
Sonic's finally dead. Wait, he's dead?
I apparently got a gold split on roll, which is a chapter that has no optimizations whatsoever. So that's funny. That was exceedingly slow. And he also respawned way too high up, so I couldn't do the strat where I just stayed on top, but it actually turned out fine. I don't know where this starts, though. Okay. If you get a bad starting position there, even if you're in the middle, you can just get hit because it's impossible to move fast enough up or down, or you have to slow down. This is fine. Okay. No, like, big issues there, I guess? But yeah, I had the weird thing again, where if you get bad luck on the, like, randomized explosions that send Eggman flying away after you hit him, it'll take him longer to come back on screen, and if it takes him more than 180 frames, he'll actually have finished charging up a laser, and he'll fire it in front of him. The game doesn't, like, stop him from being able to fire lasers when he's, like, in that state where he's coming back on screen. Just some kind of like weird oversight. It's actually very uncommon to get luck bad enough that you see it happen at all. So it's very strange that I've had it happen twice today in the like few runs I've done. Okay. If we don't screw up anything here, this record is like fine. slow here. Okay. Awkward timing for the terrain going down there. It is a bit random. Missed the jump there. Nope, first jump was too late. If I did get barrier skip, this record would be incredible, of course, but it's such a hard trick. And it's more than frame perfect. I got out of the barrier without waiting for a fourth cycle, though, which is good. So that wastes like another extra 10 seconds. So this is the kind of time save that I've been expecting to get at some point today. Yeah. Sub 24 I have been expecting to be able to get with the new early hull hit on robot strat. So I'm glad I have a decent run with that now. Hey, Lenoir. I have not seen you here before. Welcome. I'm gonna let the credits play out on this because it's a decent world record right now. I do want to get a better time than this still yet. Sum of best being like, yes, it is. I have it on the bottom of the layout actually. I still have to fix the font on this, missing those special characters. I don't know why it does that. I do want to get a better time than this, but I'm not necessarily expecting to get a better time today. The sum of best is like significantly below 23 minutes. I don't know if it's feasible to get an actual run under 23 minutes, but I'd like to get under like 23:30 at some point, which would be like a pretty good run. Like that could be a decent run that gets like barrier skip, or one that gets like a really good chopper fight, for example, with like multiple early hits, and then probably a couple of fast strats on the last chapter. The story here is Eggman is really, really mad this time. That's pretty accurate. Eggman just sort of goes like, maybe not necessarily like full war crimes mode, but just very no holds barred with a lot of different tactics. You see like anti-aircraft guns and shit. It's pretty intense. This scene will make a little bit more sense after you've seen the part earlier in the game this is referencing. Even with that context, though, it's a little bit weird. It's fine, though. Cool. Let's start. I'm going to do a few more runs yet still. So, reset. Hopefully Life Split works. Life Split's been behaving pretty good today, so shout out to Life Split for not having to make me restart it yet. I'm just gonna restart again. Also, I guess Shadow must have taught Sonic about motorbikes at some point. I really like that idea. I have never actually screwed up the loop-de-loop skip there so hard that I died. When the bike is flipping over, I swear sometimes it just becomes unresponsive because it starts boosting when I'm not telling it to. It's really annoying to restart on the first split because the first good 56 seconds of this game have zero gameplay. Except for when you're mashing escape as soon as the game starts to skip the logo as fast as possible. The bike physics are pretty unwieldy, and also I don't have a lot of practice with them because this is I'll never have as much practice running the bike because this is the only part of the game that controls like this. That's a better example of skipping that than just dying. There's a whole loop-de-loop there that you go through, but it's really slow to actually do that. You go backwards for a hot minute. So if you just slow down and don't go in, it's faster. This sequel to this game, that's never happening. the person who made this has moved on to My Little Pony fandom for the most part. And made some other really cool games that I think would be really good speed games, but I'm still just focusing on this one right now. The sheer scale of Sulfur Nimbus Hell's Elixir makes it a lot more intimidating for doing as a speed game. That was a weird, bad spin dash. Okay. That's bad, but whatever. I mean, Sulfur Nimbus Hell's Elixir, which was the big game that this person did after, like several years later, is very much so like this game, in terms of how it approaches physics. It's very heavily momentum based. It just has like more, it's, well, for one, it's a full 3D adventure game, and for two, there's just like more mechanics, and it's a full like flight simulator basically. Pegasus pony flight simulator. I mean, it's really cool. That and this are like unironically two of my favorite games. I'm intentionally taking damage here because it skips an attack phase. Oh, I'm really bad at this game, actually. I have never done that. I swear it's the summer heat that's getting to me right now. I am going to reset this run if drill doesn't go literally perfectly. I guess Sulfur Nimbus is technically like a hippogriff. But like, whatever. The game was originally designed as like a full fan game, and you play as like Rainbow Dash. But spun into an original property in order to be legally sellable. I am going to reset if this doesn't go perfectly. It's going fine so far. You want to hit this boss on the first frame that is vulnerable, because it skips the intermediate attack cycles, which saves a ton of time. Yeah, the main 6 method. Although, without like one of the principal creators being involved. Because this person just made the whole game themselves. Alright. So, as an example, if I don't hit it the first frame, it becomes vulnerable. I have to go through crap like this. So I am going to reset again, because that went that start was not good at all. And my world record is like competitive enough that I can't have anything like that go wrong. World record was already done with like without getting a full, or without getting every cycle skip on drill, because the game's physics just sort of screwed me over a little bit. So if I'm not doing drill without getting every attack phase cycle skip, then I'm like too far behind the record that I just got. And like, I could still beat it if I get something like a good chopper fight or a barrier skip at the end of the run, but like I don't think it's worth sitting through the full run to like go for it. I almost hit the cliff there, which I've never done either. There's a lot of firsts in this game that I'm still having. I haven't exactly done very many runs. You can see the like attempts, completed runs fraction somewhere on the layout at the top. That was kind of a slow skip. It's not consistent when the timing is to slow down there. Like, I can't have an audio cue for it, because like, with how random the terrain generation is and stuff, it's pretty difficult to... It's, like, very inconsistent at what point you're going to reach that. I do, by the way, suggest viewing the stream at full 1440p resolution, even if your monitor isn't that high resolution, just because it's going to compress a lot better, because that will be a pixel perfect resolution. That went fine. As you can imagine from the rainy intro sequence, this game video compresses very poorly. On the level that it might like be worse than Mohawk and headphone jack even, at least in, you know, certain scenes. On the whole, it's not as bad. What with Mohawk and headphone jack just being mode 7 the game. Shout out to that game, which is not dissimilar to this one in terms of like physics and mechanics, and is my favorite GDQ speedrun. Not a great reaction time. I jumped way too early there for no reason other than itchy trigger fingers. But it's fine. Good jump. Didn't get the jump off the ceiling there. Kind of awkward. Sonic just sort of fell off of it really quickly. Okay. That's a good amount of rings there. Good amount of rings there too. This is where runs will die most often because the stop is really hard. I did it too slow there. I'll still just go for another cycle here. Okay, that should have been frame 1. Even though I wasn't stuck to it. Yes, good. Yeah, that makes sense. On the sequel idea. Drill was not perfect, but I'll still do this run. I'm still a little bit ahead because missing a mine cycle is still a little bit faster than just missing an actual attack cycle, which is what PB did. Runs can die here too, most often. Okay, I don't have any rings, so I have to be careful. Okay. If I did slow down there right away, it was bouncing in such a way that I would have hit the saw blade instead of being able to reach the limb, and it would have killed me. Unfortunately, it's really uncommon to keep rings there after getting the first early haul hit. Okay, don't do anything weird. I don't know why you did it the one time, but don't do it again. Thank you. Okay. Kinda awkward, but fine. Still a heck of a lot faster than not having broken all the limbs and having to sit through more attack phases. I might not be ahead anymore with how badly those limb hits went. Oh, this position's going to be pretty good, though. Thank you very much. Tails brings you down right next to the core, so where it lands on the bottom will put you, you know, it can put you farther away from the right side, which will just make it slower. 'Cause you have to go all the way, you have to go farther this way. And it's just random. Very good. I'm still going to do the safe strat here until I figure out why that went wrong the one time. Okay. I just, like, didn't do that well. And I didn't get the jump across the lava either. Did PB do that weird thing here, though? I think it did. So this might still not be that bad. That is true, isn't it? This one will not outspeed me. Okay. Ah. Okay, 2 swing cycles slow, so not very good. Not abysmal, though. Really bad would be not having killed it right then and having to sit through another attack phase. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm behind now by a little bit. This fight could still go really well. Ah, I didn't. That was not close to staying on top at all. Oh, that was interesting. I have no idea what it's doing because it was rotating for a really long time still, so I didn't go for getting a hit there. Okay, and it's just not doing much of anything that makes sense. I could not get a hit there. Okay. I didn't die. I did run out of rings at the end there, so there was a risk of me dying if I didn't execute well on that last hit there. Which does happen pretty often still. Because of how the whole body turns when it's like changing directions, the chopper blades will get in your way if you take even a little bit too long to reach the weak point there, and it'll just hit you. Yeah, that chopper fight was not very good, but PB wasn't either, evidently.
Join me, and I will make your face the greatest in Robotnik land, or else you will die.
That's bad. I guess we're waiting a long time for this to pop out, though, so who cares? And that thing just, like, didn't come out at all. And I was just, like, standing too close because I'm dumb. So this fight sucks. Wow, this ring is still there. It's very uncommon for me to still have rings on the board at all when entering the laser phase there. The game's really generous with invulnerability frames refreshing there for some reason, so you can just like keep jumping and running into the middle and just ignoring the lasers that come out after taking damage. There's no optimizations to be made in that split at all. You just hold right and jump 4 times. If it's faster or slower just depends on the like sloping of the terrain there. Oh, yeah. That was even a little bit more time loss on Egg than I expected. I'll still finish this run. If I'm not like doing catastrophically bad and I'm this far into it, I'll still finish it.
Sonic's finally dead. Wait, he's dead?
Oh yeah, it's pretty epic. For as boring as this boss is in terms of gameplay, I do think it's like aesthetically one of the coolest bosses. I do drag him downwards intentionally there because I want to try and increase my odds of him being low, so I can just do the easy strat where I stay near the top of the screen here. That was close. That boss went perfectly fine though. No issues. unlikely to be a record unless I get some lucky fast strats in this chapter. Or if I get barrier skip at the end of the run, which is a like frame perfect plus trick. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It would have been really interesting if they tried to do any 3D gameplay, but I think sticking with the 2D was fine. The 3D is very rudimentary. Game Maker doesn't have very good 3D capabilities whatsoever. It like barely exists. It's just like technically possible. The timer pauses here because of how the game waits for the system time during this cutscene, so I just like add that time to the timer and then wait for the game to be done this cutscene. Because I was the one who edited the game to add the timer in. So I added a timer and made an auto splitter because I hate splitting manually. I never want to run a game where I have to do manual splits. I have never gotten hit doing this. Okay, decent. Skipped one of these here. I thought I might be able to clip off one of those falling blocks and jump over the barriers there. It is possible, but it's very difficult. It's not only random, it's probably frame perfect. That was a frame perfect jump. That was nice. Frame perfect trick right here. Nope. First jump was too early. If you can get enough speed, like doing some jumps off of that slope there, and like doing some jumps in a particular way, you can skip being stuck inside of those barriers at the end at all, but it's extremely precise and comes at the very end of the run. I have, to date, not actually gotten it in a full game speedrun. I have it in my individual level run, but not full game. So yeah, getting runs like this is okay. I like being able to just run through the whole game without resetting so much, so I can just get good practice on all of the scenes. I will probably do 1 or 2 more runs, I think. Well, I mean, I suppose. It's not a straight game. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Go play Eggman Hates Furries. Unironically, the introduction sequence for this game here is genuinely quite epic. It's not my favorite part of the game, gameplay-wise, but aesthetically, it's some of the best stuff this game has to offer. That skip was actually quite good. Yeah, that's also very interesting writing. I think it's clunky for this intro. Compared to the intro text, rather. And also, yeah, the voice is odd. The intro sequence is what the creator's voice normally sounds like, so they just put some filters on it and just try to be like, well, Tails is underwater, of course it's gonna sound weird. But I don't know. Hey, that was a gold split intro. Not a big surprise there. But I am happy with that. I should update my IL posting with that. I like redid ILs for most of the game's chapters, but I haven't like specifically run the intro split. I'm pretty sure Tails is not secretly a robot. Although that would be a good pitch for the sequel. The hypothetical sequel. Here's a different thing for you to consider. How many bugs does Sonic get in his eyes while he's running? Like this. Like a car windshield. Because he's not blinking. Do you think he wears a contact lens to deal with it? It would be one lens because he has just one giant eye. That's always what Sonic is, though. They've never, like, actually separated his eyes, right? Some other characters have that. Good jump. Awkward. Okay, I guess this is kind of weird too. It's fine. Sonic X does not even approach being canon, though. Much as people like that green thing. I don't even remember its name. Okay. And this is where this run is most likely to die. Okay. It's not dead, because I didn't die. But it is a bit slow. I'm not sure if that was frame 1. It was not. So I am going to reset that run. That is the hardest one of those cycles to get the skip on. Getting a stop on the first cycle of mines there is really difficult because in its like sinusoidal movement pattern, you are going downhill there. Yeah. Sonic movie does separate the eyes. I thought it was a bit of an... Well, I mean, I guess it's not an odd choice. The odd choice is really the large single eye, but... It just felt a little bit less Sonic-y with the single eye, but... Wait, is your implication that he would just eat them? How many more bugs do you think Wario eats than the average person on average, just because of how often he has his mouth open and how large it is? Oh, that's bad. It is kind of particular with the movement to like grab all of those rings in one go around. But yeah, that was not good. Not as slow as I expected though. Being fast and nearsighted is a pretty terrible combination. Though being an alien hedgehog may help with some of those problems. Probably. I think you can probably find plenty of evidence within Sonic canon that Sonic the Hedgehog is not actually colorblind. Sonic's never about the story, though. Except for the movie, which is just a story, but... I already have friends that try to argue that Sonic the Hedgehog is not... Thanks, Bubble. That Sonic the Hedgehog is not a superhero, which he most certainly is. Hello? Platforming's kind of bad so far. And that jump was just too early. And that jump was too early. At least I hit that. That's not very many rings. Okay, I still have two here. That's standard. And Run could die here. Please have been first frame. Thank you. I mean, the second Sonic movie has that whole bit about him being a superhero. Have you seen the second Sonic movie? You fell asleep during the second Sonic movie. Well, okay. Not in a theater, then, I'm guessing. Although, I have actually known people to fall asleep in a movie theater before, too. They can fall asleep during almost anything, though. Okay, I have a ring. That just, like, didn't go well. Okay, it's fine. It's just a couple seconds slow. I think I started rolling, like, way too early. But also, it was bouncing badly. Staying on this side. I see. Oh no! That sucks. This run's dead. It clipped me out of bounds. Which can happen if you're like near to it when it's like bouncing around. So I just lose because I can't hit it anymore, and there's no possible way for me to get back in bounds. It's a good game. I could have like tried to jump to the other side, I suppose, so that I wasn't like right next to it. I wanted to just like wait for it to bounce off of that wall and then run past it though. Yeah, it was going like not badly, but this game is just like that. What does Life Split say? 22 out of 42 runs that I've attempted, I've completed. So yeah, about half of them die. Sometimes just due to randomness. Sometimes due to stuff that's never happened before. Sometimes I just mess up. That skip was fine. I don't think I've actually clipped out of bounds like doing a full game run before on that boss. I've certainly done it during like IL attempts before. Okay. Sonic being kind of weird, not jumping off the wall there. Soul Dimension. Is that some Sonic 06 stuff? I have no concept of... Oh. Okay, like... So, like, the Hell Dimension with the burning buildings and shit. I think I started holding left a little bit too early there, so I went a little bit farther to the right. Oh, it's not Sonic Rush. I have absolutely no concept of anything that happens in Sonic Rush. Is Marine the, like, raccoon that was in, like, one game? And then at the end of the game was like, oh, we'll see each other again soon. And then Sega never put her in another Sonic game. And there's, like, still people mad about it. I did, yes. It was okay. Something like 30 seconds? Yeah, okay. I've definitely seen people complaining about lack of the raccoon character before. I honestly forget that Blaze was in any other games besides Sonic 06. But I do know it, like, wasn't her first appearance, actually. A shout out to the bubble for being annoying again. This platforming went fine. Wow, I barely reached it in time there. That was closer than usual. Wait, what? I thought Silver was literally only in Sonic 06 until they, like, started bringing him back in other shit like Generations and Forces. Thank you, game. That's really good. Those strats for, like, that whole boss wouldn't be feasible to do in that way if I didn't have the controls I do, which is 5 space keys under my right hand, so I can spin dash really quickly. It's not technically a turbo key. I just have 5 different space keys that on my, like, programmable keyboard. Sonic 06 is a very special game. I had no idea that there was a Sonic Rivals on PSP. Is it, like, different from the other console ones? I feel like people don't okay, I'm lying to you. I was gonna say people don't necessarily hate the story of 06, but Sonic kisses a human woman, or sorry, a human woman kisses Sonic, so it is bad. Okay. Oh no. Shit. Ah, damn it. I wasn't able to get the limb hit. So this sucks. I don't know how I'm going to do this now. And also it made that a little bit slower. Because it didn't straighten out the shaft early. I'm going to have to try to hit all three after the doors here. I got it! Incredible. Alright. So this run's fine. Oh, I have a friend who loves the Sonic Rivals games. Good. With, like, Jet the Hawk, and there's a swallow, I forget her name. Storm the Albatross? That's the big gray one? I think? Very good. Wait. What the hell is Sonic Rivals? Sonic Rivals is foot racing? I thought the only foot racing Sonic game was Sonic R. There might be too many Sonic games. Oh, okay. Okay, you're dead though. That was okay. One swing cycle slow from optimal. But honestly, getting fully optimal on that boss is pretty uncommon. That was a gold on Zigzag? I thought it was kind of weird. Like, I thought some of the platforming on the actual Zigzag Park was kind of sus. At the start, at least. I mean, I'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna focus here. Aw, oh, damn it. Yeah, that sucks. I was trying to get a really early hit on the chopper there. Come over here. Thank you. I didn't stay on top. It's fine though. So that wasn't a good chopper, unfortunately. If you jump with perfect timing off of the body of the chopper, you can get like an instant hit on the weak spot. But if you time it wrong, if it's early, you'll just jump off without taking damage. But if you're late, you will take damage.
Join me, Sonic, and I will make your face the greatest in Robotnik land, or else you will die.
And if you get hit by the chopper while you're on top of it, you just kind of like fly up into the shaft awkwardly. You're not at risk of going out of bounds or something, but it does mean you're almost certainly not getting a hit on it on the chomp cycle that comes next. Why are these taking so long? Okay, this isn't ideal cycle because these knives are being fast. We do get an early hit though on the core, so that's nice. I don't know if I've actually gotten that yet today, with how badly these eggs have gone. Sonic Rivals 1 and 2. I don't think I've ever heard of these games. There are a bunch of Sonic games I don't really know anything about, and they're mostly handheld ones. I've played like one of the I think it was a Game Boy Advance Sonic game. And then there are a bunch for the DS that I have no idea what they are. There was even like a weird RPG at one point, I think. The only other playable SBO appearances that I'm familiar with are the original Knuckles Chaotix and Sonic Heroes, which in both cases you're not actually like playing him by himself.
Sonic's finally dead. Wait, he's dead?
I've never seen a ring stay like on screen that whole time before. I think it does like disappear though as soon as Sonic actually lands on the plane, so you can't like randomly get an extra ring by having Tails drive into it. I have no idea what an RTS Sonic game looks like, but I don't think it would be good. Okay, that was good. Nothing went wrong. That's so weird, because Sonic 06 sets Silver and Blaze up to be, like, from the future. So I assume that there was no way that they would, like, be in any other Sonic game, because it wouldn't make sense. Because, like, there's the whole thing of, like, well, I don't know if it's quite, like, to the Snapcube extent of, like, is that what a house looks like? But, like, the game seems to imply that they haven't, like, seen a normal human society before, and when they go back in time, they see it for the first time. Okay, weird physics. That can happen sometimes. This is okay. Oh, that was weird. That first jump was too late. Which is weird because I actually felt like it was going to be too early. It's really rude of this game to have a frame perfect trick at the end of the run. It's my own fault for finding it. This is another PB though. It's not bad. It went better than my other one. Because, let's see. Mostly drill went perfectly. Zigzag, I didn't do that weird screw up thing. It's not quite 2330. It would be if the timer stopped when the halo broke there. But unfortunately, it is possible to die after that, so you can't end the timer there if you're like too far to the left. This isn't bad though. I do want a record that's like somewhat faster than this, but this was a good run. The worst things were Chopper was bad, but my old Chopper just like was like kind of bad. 6 cycles is kind of what I've been averaging, even though 5 is, you know, probably what my baseline should be closer to. But my PB also didn't have a good Chopper in that sense, so it was fine. Egg went badly. Egg can just be kind of weird. There's a lot of randomness with when stuff pops out. Um, Sometimes you can just get sniped by knives coming out of a hatch that you're running into to get a hit, which is really fun. It didn't happen here though. Let's see, yeah. Nothing went wrong in battle either, which was good. And Doll still went like pretty well. Not perfect, but you know, quite good. It's very rare to have a run that's like ahead literally the whole time. Usually, like somewhere in the first 5 splits, I'm like dipping behind. Silver is still in the future, but blazes from a different dimension with its own equivalent of Chaos Emeralds called Soul Emeralds. What the heck? Is there a Super Blaze? Interesting. It's called Burning Blaze. That's kind of cool. I can appreciate that. There's Sonic Rush, Sonic Rivals, and Sonic Riders. That's too many Sonic R games. And then there's just Sonic R. Alright, yeah, I can't blame myself for getting too confused on that one. That's too many of those. I am, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this run for now. I think beating this one more time would be a good record to sort of leave this at. I am going to leave for a minute here. I might do one more run when I get back, but I am going to use the washroom and do something for someone in a minute. I'll do one more, I think. And then I will call it a successful evening. Oh, I should take the BRB thing off the screen. There we go. Hello. I'm here. Inserted into intricate contraptions is just some good alliteration. Yeah, there are a lot of different Sonic spin-offs, kind of like how there are a lot of Mario spin-offs. I don't know if Team Sonic Racing is good. It looked like it was going to be good, but honestly, I thought All-Star Racing Transformed was probably going to be the height of Sonic Racing games. That game is actually like incredible. And let's never forget the one time Sonic did Mario Party with Sonic Shuffle. Kind of awkward. Good old Carbuncle ate itself. A classic moment in gaming history. That was not a full spin dash. This is what I mean when it's like surprising to have gotten a run that was, you know, ahead on literally every split. Interesting. Is there a particular reason for that? So I certainly hear people talk more about the console games in general. I did play the Sonic Advanced that had, I think it was the first appearance of Cream the Rabbit. And it was like, alright. Oh, that was a late jump. I think it was Sonic Advance 2, was that one? It didn't leave a huge impression on me, but I don't know. I remember having fun with it. It was a very long time ago that I played it. I think I 100% it, though. That jump was too late. I wish I could tell which direction Sonic was facing when he's jumping. So I know which direction I'm gonna land. For, like, having to start a spin dash after landing. Okay, awkward. I'm good at this game. I'm actually, like, really good at it. Watch. Incredible. Sonic 4, 5, and 6. Actual Sonic 4 was terrible. I hated it. Like, what a travesty and a mistake. The episode 2 looked like better, but still not good. Nice. I'm out of rings, so I can't get a frame perfect on the last hit, but that's a relatively negligible amount of time loss. There are some people who just call Sonic and Knuckles Sonic 4 instead. Which is certainly the counting scheme that Sonic Mania uses. I kind of wish I could have, like, you know, Amy and Cream playable in Sonic Mania, though. I don't know why they went for frickin'... They added, like, Mighty the Armadillo. This one's a good example of how quickly little mistakes can add up. Episode Metal? A lot of those rings were flying past me, but didn't look like I was gonna get any of them for a second there. It's just a nice safety for if I get sniped by the blade trying to get that limb hit. Facing the wrong way. That can happen because physics are kind of wonky with doing that. It's not exactly designed to be consistent. That was good. Interpol? Is that like a mid? Is that like not a sequel or prequel? Is that like in between two existing things? Is that a word? I've never heard that word before. I would assume that's what it means though. Anything that has like Metal Sonic in it is just kind of like automatically really good. That's not true. Sonic Heroes has Metal Sonic in it, and it sucks absolute garbage. But like Sonic CD is really good. Actually, no. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric also has Metal Sonic in it. What the hell am I talking about? Nice gold. Yeah, I'll try doing this again. Midquel. We have sequel and prequel and interquel. What position is NyQuil? Sonic Heroes has like really unacceptably buggy gameplay and really badly animated CG cutscenes. And a very uninspired story. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. I did kill it before the next attack phase. So it's kind of like middling to bad on that boss. Yeah, that makes sense. I would probably say the same thing. God. I can't believe Game Grumps played all of that game. It was a legendary series to be blessed with during the pandemic. And really just emphasized how absolutely terrible the game is. Okay, come here. Thank you. Okay, Chopper was, that should be like my baseline for how that boss goes. I can't call the Adventure series good for its time. I think it's an absolute disaster shit show. I think they failed to like get Sonic Extreme out of development hell, so they're just like, whatever, just make a Sonic game. Just like throw everything at the wall, just do it, get it done. And so it's like not cohesive. Has a lot of things that don't make sense, that are badly produced. And there's just nothing about it that's actually really good, I think. Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't really know anything about, except that I think the CG cutscenes in that game are, like, surprisingly good.
You will die.
In terms of, like, you know, being a technical achievement of, like, graphics, it's, like, okay. Okay, this is bad. But I don't think that excuses any of its other problems. That's like people who are like, well, Sonic Boom was bad because they were forced to use CryEngine that wasn't optimized for the Wii U at all. It's like, that explains one of its problems, which would be why it runs like dog water. It doesn't excuse literally any other problem that the game has, like the slow gameplay, the unfinished like area designs and stuff, the really annoying quips that the characters in that game are just constant, like they never shut up. The studio that made Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric never made another game, right? Like, I think it just sort of silently ceased to exist. I don't think that's controversial. I don't think console Sonic Colors is very good. I haven't played it on DS. I'm pretty sure it was DS. That the Sonic Colors mobile game was on. But, yeah, no. I would generally agree. From, like, going back and playing Colors, I don't think I've ever actually beaten that game, but, like, I never found it very good. I mean, I think it was still, like, the best 3D Sonic game at the time. Certainly, at least in terms of, like, gameplay, I think.
Sonic's finally dead. Wait, he's dead?
But, yeah, no, it still just has, like, all kinds of, like, usual Sonic problems that, you know, Sonic Team never really grew out of. Except for, you know, Sonic Team made Sonic Lost World, which is a genuinely, like, incredible game. It has, like, some problems, but, like, the base there is so solid and, like, good. And then people gave it worse review scores than Bubsy 3D, so I think everyone at Sonic Team who, like, actually cared stopped caring and was like, whatever, we'll just keep churning out junk then. If nobody is going to appreciate when we actually, like, try. Sonic Generations 3DS is a game that I don't know anything about, much like Sonic Boom 3DS. Although I do know that Sonic Boom 3DS was good enough to get a sequel, and that it was generally considered, like, good. I thought Sonic Lost World's writing was fine. It certainly wasn't any worse than, like, Sonic Colors, which was, you know, sort of similar style. I mean, the Deadly Six are, you know, remarkably uninspired. And just generally not very interesting to look at. And then they kind of had a lot of cutscenes with them. That started higher up than I expected. Best written Sonic games of weeks. Sonic and the Black Knight. I mean, I know about that game. Because, like, that and Secret Rings were, like, this storybook collection, I think. Whatever the heck they called it. Oh, that split went fine, by the way. I haven't been talking about me playing the game. The storybook games always, like, it was just kind of weird with the whole other Sonic characters showing up, but, you know, they're actually just, like, other fictional characters from these, you know, fairy tales. It was, like, just always kind of weird. I think in Sonic and the Black Knight it was better executed. Sonic and the Black Knight also just inherently more interesting than Sonic and the Secret Rings, because you could actually play as several characters, including Blaze? I think Blaze was one of the knights, and then Knuckles and Shadow. Was it those four? That's what I remember. I mean, Game Grumps never finished that game, famously. And that's most of the exposure that I have to that game, is watching them play it. I really don't like Sonic and the Secret Rings, so I was not willing to, like, try and stick through Sonic and the Black Knight. I'm gonna focus on the game here for a minute. Oh, like more knights in multiplayer? I didn't know that game had multiplayer. That's kind of cool. Good jumps there. Okay, that's slow. I literally just fucking fell off. That's funny. And sad. That could have still been a world record if I got, like, barrier skip right at the end, but I just died instead. Because I wasn't, like, being careful enough. I have not actually just died doing the platforming in this last chapter before. During a full game run, I don't think. Oh well. It was not a terribly good run anyway. They both had a weird Mario Party ripoff game. You know what? I do actually remember Sonic and the Secret Rings having some, like, weird, like, multiplayer minigames. Was there one that was sort of like that Kirby 64 game? With, like, the top-down with the blocks? This is a very vague memory. I would have looked at those games, like, once in my entire life. I guess I'd have to, like, look at the plot of Sonic and the Black Knight again to think about, I can, like, stop this timer here. It's been a while since I played it, and I don't really remember the plot all that well. I know it's got, like, that big twist in it, which I think I did think it was, like, kind of cool. I haven't seen the whole game, so I don't actually know the whole plot. I don't think. I do remember you fight against other knights in, like, the single-player campaign. Yeah, the dialogue during the gameplay certainly isn't going to be important to the story for that game. It's just a lot of like quipping back and forth between Sonic and the sword, and it's just kind of irritating. I don't know why Sonic talks too much during the Sonic games when he should be like busy running. If he's running really fast, he should be like breathing hard and shouldn't really have a lot of capacity to just like do idle chit chat with whatever partner character he has in that game. Trying to think. Which Sonic games do have partners? Both the storybook games do. Sonic Unleashed has Chip with you the whole time. I don't think the other games really do that, though. Sonic Adventure has, like, Tikal as, like, the help things that you encounter. Which was always kind of weird. But I wouldn't really call that a partner character necessarily. I do remember Darkspine Sonic. I like 100% that game. I like played it incessantly after renting it once, and I remember like staying up really late playing it. And I guess I was having fun, but I was much younger. So I guess it was just easier for me to have a good time with video games. And like it has like challenge modes and stuff that are like kind of compelling, but the controls are so frustrating that I can't possibly enjoy playing that game, and there's not enough about it that's like genuinely compelling. But I do remember that Darkspine Sonic end cutscene kind of stuck with me as a cool design after I saw it. And then, you know, of course, nothing else ever references that. Because there are so many Sonic games where, like, you know, something appears, like, once. And then you never see it again. Actually, I was going to say the Deadly Six are an example of that, but they appeared in Sonic Forces, everyone's favorite Sonic game. Black Knight would be more reasonable to play because it lets you move with a joystick, which is, you know, such a blessing after playing Sonic and the Secret Rings. I tried to play Sonic and the Secret Rings a few years ago with mapping the motion controls to like controller inputs in Dolphin, and I still couldn't get it to work like really good, and eventually like ran into a thing with like a catapult where the motion that you had to do was so particular that I just couldn't do it. I do imagine Black Knight probably doesn't take that long to beat any percent. Does that game have a different ending if you get 100% like Secret Rings did? I mean, if it does, I guess I can just look that up. I don't really love the on rails gameplay, but it is interesting, and it is a little bit surprising that no other Sonic games have been like quite as like on rails as the storybook ones were, because they really like railroaded you with like automatic turning through the level and stuff. Even something like, you know, Sonic Unleashed daytime stage, you'll still have to like manually turn. The game won't just like turn you for you. Yeah, that does sound right. I think Secret Rings like force you to do a lot of the missions to like build up currency or whatever. You had to get like souls. They're like these red soul things. You had to like get a bunch of them. I think. Sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, the red ones. And then you got your epic Mountain of Handkerchiefs ending. The best ending of any Sonic game. Yeah, at the very least, like most of them. Fun fact, last time I tried to stream speedruns, I was like dropping 25% of all my frames because my upload would just cut out at random. I have dropped 0 frames during this entire 3.5 hour stream due to the network. So I love how sometimes I guess my internet just doesn't work. I always kind of thought it was weird that it only had 2, and I was kind of suspecting like they were planning to like do more with it, but the games didn't review very well. But like no Sonic games have been reviewing very well for a while, so I don't know what they were expecting exactly. And even Sonic Lost World reviewed badly, and that game was like actually, if not like necessarily very good in all aspects, then very compelling and had a lot of really good ideas. Where just like, oh, it's a Mario Galaxy ripoff, and people forget that Sonic Adventure 2 had the like planets physics before Mario Galaxy ever did. The Odyssey, that would have been interesting. Huh. It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. Hey, I am going to sign off of this stream. I'm gonna go like make some food. We can talk about Sonic a little bit more on like the games channel on Discord if you want. That's an interesting take. That's probably not so far off the mark. Again, I haven't touched Black Knight. I was put off a lot by Secret Rings again. Probably as many people were. Alright, I gotta make food. Peace out. Thanks for watching. I put up the world record like part of this later. Also the intro IL. I have to remember to do that. I got a better IL before actually, and then didn't keep the recording and forgot to separate it. But now I have another better one. Anyway.